You know, I'm kinda surprised. You got here just about 5 minutes earlier than anticipated. You clearly know the target's schedule, yet you still fail to comprehend the urgency of your mission. I already suppose that your so-called client is very much concerned that they're not getting the service they paid for. Or was it that their offer was much lower for you, knowing that you're just an amateur freelancer who can't be hired by an official agency? Oh, come on, don't act so coy. We've already met too many times to even introduce ourselves to one another. So let's cut to the chase. And as a reward for making it past my expectations, well, barely, I'll recap everything for you. It might just as well be in payment for all the damage you caused last time we met. The client's name is John Ivan Regillo, suspected to have a lot of international accounts within several banks under black lining, connected to the markets that are under the radar of approved federal offices. That being said, he was charged. Grounds under fraud and illegal possession of firearm, money laundering, bribery of international... Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought you'd be interested in this kind of exchange. I'm basically doing you a favor. Already knowing that you're a bit late, I've basically rummaged through every bit of evidence I need. Me? Well, right now, I'm just reading his book collection. Apparently a fan of some great authors, if you ask me. Agatha Christie, Stephen King, Edgar Allan Poe, Virginia Woolf, and even Margaret Atwood. All the genres of these authors usually do kind of summarize their interest, but I suppose that's not a bad thing. There you go. Always misinterpreting the things people do to their hobbies. You know, sometimes you have to dig deeper, past surface-level observation, to truly know someone's motive. It takes a true expert assassin to have such a skill. Oh? And what exact traits do you speak of that makes you a truly excellent assassin? Sometimes there are people who are truly born with that kind of killing instinct. Sometimes it can be survival instincts as well. But there are those who train themselves from rock bottom up to where they are now. However, they must also soon realize that there's nothing comparable to the kind of ability those people have the moment they were born. The second they face someone who was born to be an assassin, all of that hard work will come crumbling down. That's a bit of a stretch, don't you think? The natural ability to command your own presence towards others. Mere unseen intimidation keeps the target on their toes regardless. That's why you have to suppress them, don't you think? You have to make sure your target isn't on their guard, or else they'll feel unsafe, making the situation more difficult. From your stunts to your shenanigans and absurd distractions to get the public's attention. Seriously, it baffles me to think that you're even alive at this point. But give credit to whom credit's due, I suppose. You've had some impressive kills, I'll give you that. And the way you kill is precise and very smooth. It's as if you're a seasoned forensic investigator to know these things. But if I have to judge you based on those alone, you clearly get your references from pop culture. I've had my fair share of investigations on how you work. Believe me, I am impressed, but not so much that you should get the attention you so crave for. Assassins work in the dark, under the thick smoke, and should not be seen. Your tracks will only leave you exposed. You have to be creative, innovative of how you eliminate your targets. No, you're certain you have what it takes? Well, why am I asking that question when you're literally right in front of me? I don't know. Maybe there is something that makes me very much irritated whenever I see you. Your methods stain the quintessential ways of being an assassin. Your brash manual on how one should strike down their target is... Are you sure you can prove yourself to be such with that act? There is so much more to being an assassin than knowing the ways to kill your target. You have to be strong. Never let your emotions get the best of you. Act upon the decisions of your target's every move. And most of all, you have to act fast. If this is how you respond to my wake-up call, then I suppose I've already gotten my answer. Go back to your client and tell him you've eliminated your target. You need somewhere to stay and you might need the money. I don't mind giving extra credit as compensation for your trouble. Don't worry, I won't snitch on an amateur. You deserve a bit of recognition at least. I thought I threw you down a bit too hard, but I guess your will to take me down is still there as always. Are you ready to be knocked out by me again? I hope you don't disappoint. What? Can't keep up? You're practically sweating already. Look at you. Still the same amateur I met months ago. If I'm being honest, you have improved on your reaction time. You've probably taken some lessons during the months we haven't seen each other. Be a good boy and get on this couch, will you? Oh, please. I'm not gonna just tie you up and leave you here. I've already done that. Old tricks die quickly. You have to keep learning in order to do these things, you understand? Look, I know you're probably wondering why both our clients are on the same target, but you have the opportunity to take this from me. If you prove that you are truly worthy of becoming an assassin, then beat me. Once you do, I might just give you a good recommendation from my agency, and then we can start talking about some collaborations. In that light, I can begin training you with proper techniques and some new ways to kill, if that entertains you. It appears so. Your bloodlust is intriguing, but you have to learn the right moments to put it to use. Hiding it is essential. If you let it take control, you'll be burying yourself alive. Beating me might take several months, years even. Clearly out of the league situation here, if you get what I mean. But things can be easily arranged if you comply. Do you want to become a true assassin that badly? Then you better prepare yourself. A good assassin knows when to handle the situation and take control of the things around them. Utilize people to their own benefit. Use your words wisely. If you like it that much, then you better make sure you commit to it. You don't know how much your stupidity intrigues me. It drives me to such a crazy state. You are the very first to make me feel this flustered. So much so that I lose all reason. Savor this moment as much as you want. You'll have no choice but to prove yourself to be of a higher caliber. Are you sure you can even keep up with me? Just one misstep and you might find yourself lost in pleasure.